brothers, I continue to stress this I don't know what you want to call it, but this topic of Ramadan, because Ramadan, the reality is, Ramadan comes and it goes. And some of us, if we do get to see and have the opportunity to visualize Ramadan once more again, this is a big sign that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us. But we continue to fail in pleasing Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. We continue to make Ramadan nightlife. We continue to make Ramadan the month that should be the month for fasting, the month of food and feasting. The month of Ramadan should be the month where we put our heads down and we work and we work and we work and we work until we see Eid. See, many of us, what tends to happen to us? We tend to have this feeling on the day of Eid, and many brothers have mentioned like, oh, when the day of Eid comes, like, I don't have that, the buzz, the nice feeling. You know why? Because where were you celebrating all these days? Where were you when it was masjid, when it was maghrib, salat al-maghrib in the masjid? How many pages? Sahabas it was narrated, Sahaba used to read Quran back to back to back 10 times, from cover to cover, 10 times. How many of us failed to just break up the Quran just one time? How many of us have failed to memorize Quran? How many of us failed to understand and execute what's in the Quran? The words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, many of us, yes, it's nice and it sounds nice and it feels nice when we hear a brother or we hear a sister that they fully memorized the Quran, or they memorized half of the Quran, or they memorized this juz'ah, or they memorized that juz'ah. But see, how many of us have really implemented the Quran in our lives? Make this Ramadan, you learn something. Make this Ramadan, we pick up the Quran and build a new connection with it. We pick up our deen and we start realizing what's to come next. We start realizing how pathetic this world is. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, put your finger in an ocean, put your finger in water, in a cup, in a lake, and stick it out. That of what you get from that water, put your finger in the ocean, just try it. Put your finger in the ocean and stick it out. That of what you get from that water is this life compared to the afterlife. It's how much you'll get in this life compared to the afterlife. SubhanAllah, we make this month like a festive month. I see mothers and aunties and they get together and they decorate the house and شو هاي, like is it Christmas? Have no doubt, I'm not saying we should be excited for the month of Ramadan. Sahaba used to prepare 6 months and ahead of time before Ramadan, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just for them to be able to see it, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just for them to be able to be there and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept for them. This is what we should do. This is how many of us, even if some of us we don't salli, but when we do salli, how many of us have that worry in our hearts about whether Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may or may not accept our salah? See, many of us we've become corrupted. We've become horrible with our faith. We became like the non-Muslim. What are we doing this Ramadan that will make us stick out? Who cares about shayateen are locked? Shayateen are chained away. gates of Jahannam, gates of the hellfire are closed. And while the gates of Jannah, the gates of paradise are open. 7 levels of Jannah, man. 7 levels. And not only that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks down upon this world. He handpicks every night. He handpicks every night. Right now it's almost about 1 in the morning on this first day of Ramadan. Imagine, he handpicks, he looks down upon this ummah and he handpicks. And he says, you, Jahannam became haram on you permanently. What are we doing to make that level? I know this, I mentioned this in the previous lecture, and then previous small talk. But what are we doing? How much fear are we having? How scared are we of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How many of us have gotten rid of our, I advise you to get rid of your WhatsApps, get rid of your Instagram. You know, many of us, we tend to hear this, you know, in the Friday khutbah. But how many of us are actually doing it, man? Imam al-Ghazali, famous scholar from back then, he said, knowledge, I forgot the Arabic translation, but he said, knowledge without action is madness. And action without knowledge is pointless. So for me and you to understand about and hear these things and come to the masjid and salli and talk to the brothers, and these are nice things, don't get me wrong. But to not implement and to not take this deen, this seriously, you know, this Ramadan, wallahi, build, if you haven't, you don't salli sunnah after, or you don't salli your 5 times a day, you don't salli your obligatory prayers, make it this week, make it this day, the day where you salli 1 prayer. Pick a salah, I don't care. Pick just 1 salah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says, come walking to me, I'll become running to you. Just make the effort, my brothers, for this Ramadan, wallahi. And see how further you'll get to. See where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take you. Just you want success? You want happiness? You want fulfillment? Then please Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. Follow Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. See, we have a messenger. See, we know La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. We know that I bear witness to be only one God, and His messenger is His prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We know that. But how many of us are actually implementing in our lives? For my brother that salli his 5 times a day, oh yeah, man, I ask brothers nowadays, brother, you're salling 5 times a day. Some of them are shy. Some of them, oh, I don't want to tell you because, you know, that's gonna make you, I'm gonna make myself feel, you know, too up there. Brother, what are you saying? What are you saying? I know this is a whole nother talk, but my brothers, just work and work and work. Be insane, go into psychotic. Worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like you never worshipped Him. Keep that in mind. At least, keep that in mind. Imagine, we have all 11 months. We have 11 months, come on. But this 1 month, my brother and my sister, this 1 month, these 30 days, they fly, wallahi, they fly. Just put your effort into it, and you'll see the results that come with it. Take 1 step to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just 1 step. Put your right foot in front of the other. If you listen to music, you know, start by listening to, I don't know, pop. Listen to Selena Gomez. Last year was the month that I completely got rid of music. After that Ramadan, I forgot about music, man. And I'm not saying like after getting rid of habits you won't leave. So, you know, sometimes here and there go back to them. You know, but permanently, I don't care for music no more, man. I know how much rubbish there is in there. Put your mindset into these things. Learn about Islam. I know the lectures are boring, but no one's gonna pave the path for you, man. The deen of Allah and Islam is perfected, yes. The deen, Islam, it's there, it's paved, you just have to follow and you'll reach success. But if you really want that ride, man, it's you who has to do that. It's not me, it's not other da'is, it's not sheikhs, it's none of that, man. We can sit here and talk, but if it's unless you want to do this, man, then that's for you to do. I'm not the person that's gonna get you up in the morning and make wudu on your body and, you know, salli sunnah to rak'at, you know, before Fajr. And I'm not the person that sets your alarm. I'm not the person that does these things. I'm not the person that says Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar on your hands. I'm not the one that recites the Quran from your mouth. I'm not that person, man. That's you. It's all on you, man. You just have to, they say if there's a will, there's a way. You know, if I really want to do something, you know, like entrepreneurs, for example, if you put a wall in front of them, right? You know, they're gonna find a strategy, a way to get out there. They'll find a way to walk around it. They'll find out a way to throw a rope and climb over it. They'll find a way to climb it. Whatever it is, man, you don't care. You don't care. This month, forget about Fard and Sunnah and all these things. Yes, you still have to do them, but add on to them, man. Salli 20 rak'at tarawih. Who cares, man? Pick up the Quran and read 14 pages a day, every day. And try to finish the Quran more than once. Let it be, man. Let it be. Why not? Who's here to stop you, man? If you know what you're doing is right, then who's here to stop you? You know? Let your parents delay the salah if they wanted to. Let them think what they want to think. But right now, it's your time between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's your time to prove yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's a matter of whether you want to do that or not. That's a matter if you have, you know, if you get the skill and you get the way, and then you find the path and you go through the vision and you actually go through that hardship, man. I'm telling you, man. Allah ya akhi and my sisters, like, just let it go. Khalas. Let the hazumas go. Let the talking on the phone with Sitti and Khalu and whatever, and your uncles and whatever, and aunts, birthdays, whatever, who cares? This is why people come up to, it's not to me, but it's often heard a lot. You know, on the day of Eid, you know, people are like, Eid day is like the worst day for Arabs. Why? Because the whole Ramadan they're celebrating, man. The whole Ramadan they're eating out at places. The whole Ramadan they're not studying in a masjid. The whole Ramadan they're working, you know, their average jobs. The whole Ramadan they're chilling, man. We take this month as like a celebration. It's no, what is there to celebrate in here? There's nothing festive in here. Nothing at all. Just be like a majnoon, man. Doesn't matter to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more the better, man. As long as your intention is there, as long as you want to do this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and purely only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake, you know, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. I don't understand why people tend to think that these type of things are, they think that, oh yeah, you know, they're overdoing it. They think that, oh, it's too much, man. It's, oh yeah, that, isn't that a bit too hard, man? Isn't praying, why is it necessary to pray on time? Who are we to question Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We know we're slaves. We know we're abid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why we worship Him. That's why we worship Him. Who are we? And I'm not saying that we can't go and learn about hadith and know why this is not permissible and know how bad this sin is and whatnot. I'm not saying these are like bad or not. Remember, I'm not halal haram. This is kindergarten language. This is not for me to talk. Go teach your little babies what halal. This is halal and haram. We're here to know what the sunnah is. We're here to know what leads us to success. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his sahaba. Look at Ibrahim alayhi wa sallam. I see many brothers with the name Muhammad. I see many brothers with the name Ibrahim. But they changed their name, from Muhammad to Mo. They changed their name from Ibrahim to Abe. And we look at it and and we're programmed to say that, we look up to these people. We look up to these Anbiya. But same thing. Not only just Ramadan. Our worldly life. How are you living it? And please, your wives, the women at your house, your sisters, your aunties, I advise you to not even tell them to not cook at all. Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of our Prophet, the wife of the greatest mujahid that ever walked the earth, the wife of, I don't even know, man, there's so many things. The Aisha, the greatest scholar, and I see many Aishas indulge in dunya, don't even really know what Islam is. And if they do talk about Palestine or Islam, they don't even, these sisters aren't scarves, But Aisha, man, I'm telling you, this is part of Ramadan, go learn about these people. Doesn't matter, If you have questions, get in contact with those brothers that may know a bit more knowledge, or maybe know a bit more about this than you do. What's gonna hurt? Why not? What's the big issue? What's the issue? So many times, us brothers, we like to sit there and let's talk investments, let's talk cars. Did you see the latest one? Come check out my new BMW, man. Khalas, it's enough, everybody. Just get to the point. Just get to the bottom. Dig and dig and dig until you find that treasure. Won't find it in this life, but we'll try to find it. We can do all the sunnahs. We can try to do all the sunnahs that we want to do. We hear about in hadith and whatnot. But we won't ever be Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These things are here for us to do. Get rid of the fard and start doing the utmost you can do it. You know that Aisha is at 9:06. Drop everything and Salah at 9:06. You know Dhuhr Salah in the Masjid Iqamah is 1:10 p.m. Drop everything, whatever it is. I don't care if you're in a basketball practice. I don't care if you're on a Zoom call with your teachers. I don't care if you're washing pens or you're outside. Whatever it is, man. You're at the Home Depot store. You're at Costco. You're getting groceries. Whatever it is, man. I'm telling you, this month, shayateen are chained away. Do you know what that means? It's amazing now that I can actually focus on my salah, man. Not necessarily, but about 40% better. Make the connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just try it, man. What's gonna hurt? How much money are you gonna lose? anything, drop your work. You know, you should know from ahead of time to quit. From ahead of time, tell your boss I'm taking a vacation for 30 days. And I know you might be like, well, Rami, you're a kid, man. What are you talking about? Think that's possible? Like how I said, there's a will, there's a way. And not only that, fine, don't believe in my opinion. Don't believe in the quotes I'm saying. Look at the Sahaba, man. Look at what they did. You think if they had a job, you think that I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious they would put that aside. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the number one priority. And anything else upon that is less than that. Nothing should ever or will ever be more important than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the reason why I say all these things to start doing it in Ramadan is because when you make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala your number one priority, when you make the deen of Allah, when you make, going to the masjid for Maghrib with those very few brothers and breaking your fast on tamr and mai, and you go home and you eat and you salli your isha and you pray your 20 rak'ah tarawih, man, that's a fulfilled type of thing you want to do. And there's a lot more, man. Seriously, honestly, I feel horrible. Like, my mom claimed that we're eating little, but it took her about 2 hours in the kitchen, man. What is this? I hear my aunt making, planning, oh yeah, I want to make this meal for this day, and kufta on this day, and makhliya before Ramadan. Doesn't matter. My aunt is not even that old, and we tend to value this thing. And there's some brothers, shoo don't eat light on Ramadan. Brother, I've been fasting all day. Brother, I've been in pain all day. Brother, I've been having headaches all day. My brother, my sister that thinks this. Look at Aisha. She was telling in the Sahih Hadith in Bukhari. She was telling her nephew Arwa, dates and water is all we had. He said, no cooking, no boiling in the 9 houses of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Our Prophet. Many of us proclaim, oh, I'll die for Sunnah, this and that. I'll die for Sunnah. Habibi, I don't need you to die for Sunnah. I need you to live for Sunnah. I need you to make the Sunnah your priority in this life. Make it important. Khalas, tell your wives, tell them, if I had a wife and she wants to cook, wallahi, I would have told her anything 30 minutes or more, I'm not interested, khalas. 2 hours, man. Tell your wives, you go and tell the woman, no cooking for Ramadan. They're gonna go crazy. Why? Because what are they gonna do, man? We make them feel like they have to do that during Ramadan. We make them have to feel like they have to make a 6 dishes plate of, this and that during Ramadan. And if anything, I'm actually, in Syria, I'm convinced this making this meal is haram. If I had the option myself, I would have made this to make this meal haram during the month of Ramadan. Why? I'm sure many of you guys know, wala duwari, grape leaves, and rose and lahma and stuff like that. Why? Maybe you guys realize how long, the woman, the wife gets her 6, 7 friends, they come over and they gossip and they laugh and they joke and hey, yalla, see this, yalla, see that. And they do all this. And hours, and they backbite and they gossip and they talk and they slander. And they roll and they working there hours and hours, and now guess how long it takes to cook? Not all, but some of them are a bit old school with what they do. On low cooking, 48 hours. 48 hours to cook. And it takes hours in preparation just to roll it and whatnot. Some of us now think the Rajal in the house, he needs to eat War'ina. And so this husband can go to the masjid and tell his friends, tell his people in the masjid, أنا أكلت ورقة باليوم. And we eat so much, and we sit on the tables like monsters, man. And we think, oh, Syria, they're in refugee and whatnot. Look at what we've done. We don't even care, man. A lot of us, we don't care. We just talk things. Talking is cheap. Ali radiallahu anhu, he said, we're in need of a man of action, not talk. So I'm pretty sure these are things, and I hope you really get my point. I mentioned over and over and again in different varieties of things of this Ramadan. I ask you just to please do not waste it like how we've been wasting it for these past years and years and these past 20 years or whatever. So نسأل الله عز وجل to make us the people of who have Jahannam haram on them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us never see the hellfire. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to never face al-Mahdi and also the punishment in the grave.